that my name's Dr. Emma Burnett. I'm the Associate Dean for Internationalisation at the School of Health Sciences. So really my role is to take care of everything international. That's open recruitment, looking after our international students and developing international partnerships. And just to give you a sense of where Dundee is, where we are in the world. So we're about, and now you can see the red dot there in the map. We're about an hour by train from Edinburgh and just a little bit further away to Glasgow. So we're fairly central in Scotland, which makes it a good place for international students. We can get to London on the train in 6 hours, or we can get within 1 hour by the airport. We have a small airport in Dundee. So all the bigger cities and the bigger places in the UK and in Scotland are very easily accessible from Dundee. Here's a lovely picture of Dundee looking over the River Tay. And we're delighted that we have been ranked alongside places like Hong Kong and Corsica and Antarctica as one of the 19 must-see places to visit from the National Geographic. It is really a beautiful city. And it's quite a close-knit city. So a lot of our international students get that community feeling. It's smaller than places like Edinburgh and Glasgow, which makes it even better for our international students because it's one of the safest cities in Scotland. Students can walk about the city, they can get access to everything from the campus via walking. So there's no risk there, and there's no they don't have to bother with complicated public transport. Everything's easily accessible because the campus is situated right in the middle of the city. Another thing, because it's a smaller city, it's a relatively cheap city to live and for accommodation. Lots of shopping, lots of things to do. So there's shopping malls, multicultural restaurants, supermarkets, and lots of bars. So it's a really dynamic city for students to come to and spend time in. And we are also delighted to say that we are, in fact, the sunniest city in Scotland. And I know when we speak to many of our international students, they worry about the cold weather and the rain. And yes, from where they're coming from, it is quite a lot colder, but if we're dressed for the weather, it is really beautiful. And we have some fantastic summer months. We're experiencing quite a lot of lovely heat at the moment, although today is a little bit drizzly and rainy. But it is beautiful. And for those that want to come and see the snow, my family and myself, we're all snowboarders, so we love the snow, we love going up in the mountains, and there's lots of those kind of things to do in Dundee and around Dundee too. So looking at Dundee University, we are extremely proud of our rankings. We are the top 250 university in the world. One of our biggest achievement is being the University of the Year for Student Experience. And this is particularly important to us because student experience and student satisfaction is at the centre and the heart of everything that we do. It's one of the most important things about the whole university. We are top 10 in the UK for our National Student Survey, and we have held that ranking for several years in a row. And in the UK, we're number 4 for the UK for overall satisfaction from our International Student Barometer. So this is the biggest survey for our international students that we're measured by. And importantly as well, we're first in Scotland and top 10 in the UK for graduate prospects. And I know that that's really important for our students because they want to know what happens after they graduate. A little bit about our campus. It's a hugely vibrant, student-orientated campus. We are a multicultural university, so we have a lot of students from over 18,000 students from over 145 different countries. So we are truly a global university. We have a range of state-of-the-art accommodation. We have a lot of accommodation on campus. All accommodation has ensuite facilities, so the student gets their own bathroom and toilet facilities. Some students don't want to stay on campus and want that opportunity to stay in the city, especially if they're bringing husbands, wives, partners and children. And there's lots of options for them in the city, close by campus, within walking distance. I talked a little bit earlier about being a much cheaper city than the larger cities, and that goes for accommodation. I think we're about 25% cheaper in Scotland for accommodation than other areas within Scotland, which makes it very attractive. Within the campus as well, if our students are interested in sports facilities, we offer over 40 different sports clubs. So any sports you can imagine, students can get involved. We have a swimming pool, tennis courts, badminton courts, squash courts. We have a huge dance studio, a fabulous gym. I'm a big goer of the gym. I like to weightlift, and the facilities and the equipment that we have in the university are fabulous. We also have an award-winning student union, and that's really important to us as well. It's the best student union, being ranked the best student union in Scotland. It provides the best level of social, recreational advice and support for students, and there's lots of things for our international students to get involved in. And actually, some of our current international students have part-time jobs in the student union. So there's lots of things going on there for students to get involved in. And because we've got so many international students, you meet a range of students from all over the world through the student union. So as you can see by that, it is a very, very vibrant, exciting and lively campus. Just when we were talking about rankings as well, and I think this is really important, we hold the Gold TEF Award, which is a Teaching Excellence Framework, and we've held that now for 4 consecutive years. So it's the highest standard, the highest framework that you can achieve, the highest award, which indicates our excellent teaching standard. And again, we strive to maintain that gold award each year.